G'day. It's been a while. Thanks for checking back in with us if you've been here before. Thanks for checking us out if this is your first time. It has been a while since we've done anything, and it's been quite frustrating and all of that, but sort of necessary. So in the last video we had pretty much a completed roof, and it's now been totally finished off. We've got all the flashings, we've got the ridges, we've got the apron flashings, I think they're called. And of course the gutters, and of course a dog. This is Charlie. Charlie's rather warm today, it's about 30 degrees, which any Tasmanian will tell you is hotter than the 30 degrees you get on the mainland. And I can't remember if it's because of the lack of humidity or the humidity. But anyway, the sun down in Tassie is especially vicious because of the hole in the ozone layer that somebody put there. I don't think it was us. But anyway. So, rambling again. Well, it's been a while since I've made a video because of delays and stuff. The roof's gone on, obviously, and I'm super stoked about that. This is under the carport area, and it's enormous, as I thought it might be, which is great. The issue that we've had, and the reason why I haven't made a video for a while, is the roofers took quite a while to complete the job, and I was busy with work, and to confuse things and complicate issues, we're actually not allowed to build anything at the moment. We can't continue on the build. Really frustrating. Let me explain. So in Australia, my understanding is when you are building a house or a shed or anything that requires the services of a building surveyor, at no point can you not have a building surveyor. The issue that we've run into is, of course, we're building a house, we need to have a building surveyor. We've had a building surveyor for 3 years, I think. As soon as we started building the shed, we had to engage a building surveyor. I've spoken to my builder. He's gone, I always use this company. I'm like, fine, why? He said the paperwork's always quick, they're always accurate, their pricing was reasonable, they were easy to get hold of. All good reasons, went with them. For reasons which I have conflicting reports about, the business has closed. And because we no longer have a building surveyor engaged, we have to stop work. Our building surveyor has lost their license. I don't know if that's the right term. Our building surveyor does not have a license anymore, therefore they can't practice. Therefore they're no longer a building surveyor, therefore we don't have a building surveyor engaged currently on the build. And this brings us to our hold up. Without a building surveyor engaged, we cannot do any work on the house. So I've been trying to find a building surveyor that's happy to take on work that another building surveyor has done. We've got to convince a new building surveyor to come on board at this point where a previous building surveyor has said, yep, everything up to this point has been fine. And by regulations, they state that the new building surveyor must trust the work done by the previous building surveyor. It does not need to be resubmitted to council, does not need to have development approval gone through again or anything like that. But it's a position that's a bit tricky to find somebody willing to put themselves into. So, roof's finished, that took a few weeks. We weren't building in that period of time because there was 5 or 6 blokes on site, they were throwing tin around, they were moving scaffolding and whatnot. They had to be all over the place. So we didn't want to get in their way, so we stopped building for the time that they were here. 3 weeks, done. Then I had another 2 weeks where I couldn't work on the house because I was at work. And now we've sort of been issued with a stop work notice because we don't have a building surveyor. So this video is all about nothing. Nothing's happened. We've got a roof. I'm very pleased about that. We can't do anything else to the house. So even though we can't really do any work to the place, I'm going to, until I get bored or too hot, I'm going to start pulling some scaffold down. Just pile it up on one side of the house so that my builder can back his trailer up to it and load it on. And then I might tidy up. And you probably don't want to watch all of that. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So look, thanks for checking in with us. I do appreciate your support. We are certainly slowing up with the videos. It's not because we want to, it's just because there really hasn't been anything happening for well over a month now. I still keep seeing subscriptions come through, so thanks very much if you're a new subscriber. We're going to get back into the swing of things. I'm itching to get back into it. We've got windows that are going in, hopefully, next week at some point, if we can get a building survey sorted out. Then we're pretty much straight into cladding. We've got to wrap the walls and then batten all the walls and then get our cladding on. So yeah, I'm going to put you guys away. Go and get some gloves and a hat. Start pulling some scaffold down. Keep an eye out. We will have some more videos coming out soon. We need to be allowed to build. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you soon. A little bit later on, same day, we've had a bit of a cool change. That one's nearly lined up. We've got a gully all the way through here. It's not overly deep, but the water will stay out of the carport. Thanks, Charlie. Yep. Half of the pop-up roof is going to fall into a gutter pop. We've got two, one at this end, one at that end. Half of the roof will fall into this gutter pop, which will actually, instead of dropping onto the back roof over the carport, we'll actually send it around the corner and down into the gutter pop that's over here. That will in turn run into the tank. So we'll get a reasonable bit of top up when it rains. Instead of having to pump all of the water that we use from the tanks over near the shed, we'll actually get a little bit of top up just when it rains. It's very quiet. I don't know if you can hear it. There's a lot of drips sort of happening around the place, falling off scaffolding into the gravel and coming out of the gutter pops with no pipes at the back here. But it's pretty quiet. Out here you can definitely hear it. It's really nice to have catchment, I suppose. We've had sort of the roof structure on for a while, and that's been really good to sort of give us a bit of shelter, shade, you know, keep things a little bit drier. But it's really nice to have tin, catchment, gutters, all of that sort of stuff. Charlie's enjoying things. What are you sniffing, you weirdo? I did get rid of some scaffolding out this side today. It's quite hot and I gave up by about lunchtime, but I got rid of this bit. Ah, crap. Why have I got a leak here? I've got a leak. It's not huge. There's a line coming down here and a line coming down there, and I don't know where it's coming from, and I don't really want to get up there and find out, but I guess I better. So the leak downstairs at the front door is, I think, essentially this guy pushing back up underneath the tin, underneath the apron, flashing there. There was a join here. Okay, so this rib is a join, and I can feel a join in the tin, and this one must be the other one over here. There. Okay, so it's probably just that we've got, like, it was fairly running out of there. We've got a couple of seams here that aren't taped over, but there wasn't that amount of water getting in there, so it has to have come from here, and I reckon it's just overloaded this flashing and pushed back up underneath and not given it anywhere to go. So we'll get a 90mm piece of pipe on there with an angle down the bottom here and shoot it out this way. But I reckon that this one here is going to be doing something similar. It'll just overload this flashing here, although that does seem a little tighter a better fit in there. But it'll be worth looking at. And I better get some more 90-degree bends and some pipe and make up a couple of spreaders to stop overloading these flashings. It's nice to have a roof on, it's nice to see the rain. Is it nice to find the leaks? I suppose it's better now than later. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Hope you're getting a bit of rain where you are and not too much like a few places are. But yeah, hopefully we'll get back to it soon. Start popping some windows in. It'll start to really close up. Charlie seems to be calling me. I'd best go. Anyway, enjoy this view for a minute.